Hey everyone, Mackie here. I've been playing Battlefield 4 for a bit now, and I wanted to share my opinions as well as hear your opinions. So I'm making a quick first impressions type of video where I talk about what I like, dislike in Battlefield 4 beta, and what I hope they improve and kind of keep. Now, obviously the game is pretty much done now that we are less than a month away from launch. You'd assume that they're basically by now printing discs and getting them ready for shipping. So, this beta might not be a final product, but it is pretty close. You can only assume or hope. Some of the cool things that I did see that they added that I really liked was a kind of kill cam effect. They won't show you a kill cam, but they will highlight who or what killed you exactly, which I like more so than the previous version they had where they just kind of showed you like a general area of where your enemy was. Also, when you die and you're trying to spawn on a squad mate, it'll actually show you what they're seeing in first person so that you can choose whether or not you want to spawn on your teammate, because sometimes it was really hard to see whether your teammate was on a building or in the basement of a big building. So that's pretty cool. Now you can, when spawning on a squad mate, you can see exactly what they're seeing and if they're in danger and if you like where they are. Also, I really like the map design. The beta comes with one map and I believe 2 game modes, possibly 3. And I really like that map. It's a small version on Domination and quite a big version on Conquest. I thought the map design was well done, and I really liked some of the destructible elements as well as the layout of the land and the air and the water and all that. Also, one of the maps had a pretty cool feature that I really liked, which was the elevator. You could take the elevator up in Conquest, for example. It would take you up like 100 stories at least, and you would literally you could see the whole map. It was pretty useless because it was almost impossible to snipe because you were so freaking high. But you could help your teammates by marking enemies and parachuting in, or trying to mark like tanks and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. I like the ability to ride the elevator and get to the very, very top of a building very fast. Now, unfortunately, there are some things I really disliked. The first one I'm going to shout out is the fact that the game feels exactly like Battlefield 3. Now, Battlefield 3 was a great game, don't get me wrong. I'm level like 48 in it, and I've put like 50 hours in it. I love Battlefield 3, but you're also expecting a big change after 2 years, a new game, Battlefield 4. It just feels almost the same, and it almost feels like it's not even a graphical update. It feels a lot the same. You can see a little bit of the differences with the Frostbite 300. The way the lighting works and the particle effects, they do look a little bit better, but they're not any type of evolution or revolution to the series. I also found some difficulties when trying to like mount through doorways or jump through like blown up walls. My character would get caught on like walls and stuff. And they did also add the ability to lean around corners, which I personally found kind of useless because basically you have to sprint up to a wall, face that wall, and then you're able to lean. You can't just like lean in and out really, really easily. So I found that I died more trying to get into that wall position so I could lean than getting kills while leaning. Also, leveling seemed to take forever. I don't know if this is just like a beta thing so that people don't level too high or whatever, but I played for like 2 hours and I didn't even get to level 2. So that was unfortunate, but I assume that's just a beta thing, and hopefully leveling doesn't take a million years in the final game as much so. So in conclusion, my last dislike was the radar map on the bottom left corner. I thought it was a little bit too zoomed out. I would see enemies on there that looked like they were right next to me, and then when I actually like took a closer look at that map, they were actually like a good 20-30 second sprint away, which I didn't like the zoom of that little mini map. I don't know if that's a huge thing to anyone else. In conclusion, it's just a beta, so it's really hard to say. I really do hope the textures improve. Now the download is 1.5 gigs, which obviously the game's going to be a lot bigger and you're probably going to have an HD texture pack install. So I'm really hoping that that makes a big difference in terms of the textures, which will automatically increase the gameplay, obviously. And I think there's a lot of room for improvement. I do like DICE and, EA at least handling DICE. The way they handle the Battlefield games and the constant updates and the, trying to make sure everything's fair. So I do still have high hopes. But as of right now, it feels a hell of a lot like a Battlefield 3 update and a hell of a lot less like a full-fledged new Battlefield game. I want to hear your guys' opinion on the matter and what you thought about the game. I'm very eager to hear what you say because I've heard some people say they really enjoy it. I've heard some people say the graphics are too shitty and blurry for them to be able to like it at all. So there's some mixed feelings on there. I want to hear what you guys have to think. I think it's kind of like an expansion to Battlefield 3, which is not good nor bad, but personally, I have played Battlefield 3 to death and can't take it anymore. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.